LVM3 का इंटीग्रेशन वीडियो आपके सामने प्रस्तुत है। LVM3 का इंटीग्रेशन वीडियो।
We bring to you a small clipping of the integration video for the LVM3 We bring to you a small clipping of the integration video for the LVM3 rocket. On your TV screens, you are watching the visuals from second vehicle assembly building. On your TV screens, you are watching the visuals from second vehicle assembly building. M4 rocket has been assembled. The full these are the strap-on M4 rocket has been assembled. Getting assembled. These are the strap-on boosters getting assembled. Each segment by segment has got 3 segments called nozzle end segment. S200 middle segment has got 3 segments called nozzle end segment. The nozzle is middle assembled and head end segment, to which the nozzle is assembled, and one after the other the segments are joined together. When the fully assembled solid rocket booster is handled carefully with a crane and being lowered on to the mobile launch pedestal as an integrated rocket, the igniter assembly then takes place, and this is the strap-on nose cones. On your TV screens, it is the core L110 stage being brought to the second vehicle assembly building for tilting and assembly between the S200 boosters.
जी हाँ, अभी आपने देखा दोनों S200 स्ट्रैप-ऑन बूस्टर्स के साथ L110 को भी संलग्न कर दिया गया है और यह है क्रायोजेनिक अपर स्टेज, CH-25 कहा जाता है इसे। बहुत ही जटिल इंजन है ये C-20 इंजन। बहुत ही सावधानी पूर्वक पूरी दक्षता के साथ यह कार्य संपन्न किया जाता है। यह है इक्विपमेंट बे, जो कि दिमाग है इस रॉकेट का, और यह है हमारा प्रोपल्शन मॉड्यूल, चंद्रयान 3 का प्रोपल्शन मॉड्यूल है ये। चंद्रयान 2 के पश्चात इसमें काफी सुधार किए गए हैं। 758 वॉट के सोलर पैनल्स लगे हुए हैं, 440 न्यूटन के थ्रस्टर्स हैं, और यहाँ आप देख रहे हैं लैंडर और रोवर को। ये रोवर है जो चंद्रमा में विचरण करेगा। पूरी सावधानी के साथ इसे संयोजित कर दिया जाता है, और यह लैंडर मॉड्यूल रोवर के साथ अब इस लैंडर मॉड्यूल को प्रोपल्शन मॉड्यूल के साथ संयोजित कर दिया जा रहा है।
-22 minutes. Request all stations change over to channel 2 at T-21 minutes. No confirmation
सभी
is
परीक्षण
needed to control.
पूर्ण होने के पश्चात
MCC confirms data from chain 2.
इस समुच्चय को
RSD confirms data from chain 2.
पेलोड फेयरिंग के अंदर सुरक्षित कर दिया जा रहा है। पेलोड एडेप्टर, अंतरिक्ष यान और पेलोड फेयरिंग, इन सभी के समुच्चय को एनकैप्सुलेटेड असेंबली कहते हैं। अब इसे व्हीकल असेंबली बिल्डिंग लाया जा रहा है और क्रेन की मदद से इसे क्रायो स्टेज के ऊपर संयोजित किया जा रहा है। अब पूर्णतः तैयार LVM3 M4 रॉकेट व्हीकल असेंबली बिल्डिंग से निकलकर लॉन्च पैड की ओर जा रहा है। इसे मोबाइल लॉन्च पेडेस्टल पर रखकर करीब 1 किलोमीटर की दूरी तय की जाती है।
Change over to channel 2.
Roger.
RSO to ROD, range safety systems are ready.
ROD Roger.
अब इसे सावधानी पूर्वक लॉन्च पैड ले आया गया है और बाकी की स्वास्थ्य जांच यहां से पूरी की जाएगी। पूर्ण संयोजित और तैयार LVM3 M4 रॉकेट आगे की जांच तथा तरल नोदक का भराव यहां संपन्न किया जाता है।
L110 stage is cleared for LVM3
The LVM-3 M4 rocket standing majestically against a picturesque background in the second launch pad. LVM-3 rocket will fly for the 7th launch today. 43.5 meters tall and 642 tons heavy launch vehicle has been operationalized
20
after
minutes.
an experimental and 2 developmental missions. Mission executives on your screen. That's the spacecraft director
Control to note event number 4
and associate spacecraft director. LVM-3 is India's largest and heaviest launch vehicle, ferrying Indian and international customer satellites.
Vehicle Director to Mission Director. LVM-3 M4 launch vehicle is ready for the Chandrayaan-3 mission. Mission Director Roger.
Mission director to
अब
note
हम
Chandrayaan
उड़ान
3
से
spacecraft,
19
both
मिनट
propulsion
12
module
सेकंड
and
की
lander
दूरी पर
module health is normal and cleared for launch.
Mission Director Roger.
ROD to mission director. Range is ready for LVM-3 M4 Chandrayaan-3 launch.
Minus 19 minutes.
Mission Director Roger.
TTC director to mission director. All track stations and network is ready to support LVM-3 M4 Chandrayaan 3 mission.
रेंज ऑपरेशन डायरेक्टर, टेलीमेट्री ट्रैकिंग एंड कमांड डायरेक्टर, सैटेलाइट डायरेक्टर और व्हीकल डायरेक्टर अपने तंत्रों की जानकारी मिशन डायरेक्टर को देते हैं.
All necessary clearances are obtained for the launch of LVM-3 M4 Chandrayaan-3 mission. Mission Readiness Review Committee and Launch Authorization Board have already given authorization for the launch of LVM-3 M4 Chandrayaan-3 mission. Based on the readiness of vehicle systems, range, spacecraft and TTC confirmed by respective mission executives and the prevailing favorable weather conditions, Mission Director hereby authorizes for the launch operation sequence of launch of LVM-3 M4 Chandrayaan-3 mission at 14 hours 35 minutes 17 seconds Indian Standard Time today, the 14th July 2023 from second launch pad of SDSC Shar.
Control Roger. All stations to know. Mission Director has given authorization for launch.
जी हाँ, अभी आपने घोषणा सुनी. मिशन डायरेक्टर ने इस लॉन्च के लिए ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू करने का अनुमोदन दे दिया है. इसके पश्चात व्हीकल डायरेक्टर एलएस ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू करेंगे.
On your screens, you have just watched Mission Director Shri Mohan Kumar giving clearance for the initiation of automatic launch sequence. This is based on the confirmation of readiness of all participating team for range, launch vehicles, spacecraft and tracking. The automatic launch sequence is scheduled to begin at T-minus 14 minutes 30 seconds, as a part of which the most critical control system elements are checked for the launch vehicle.
Minus 17 minutes.
Timing
Very
to
close to the
timing
launch
platforms
time,
external
control
hold mode.
will be passed on to the onboard
Roger.
computers.
VLCC to LCC to note. Timing
व्यूअर्स
confirmed
गैलरी दर्शकों से
external hold mode.
खचाखच भरी हुई.
VLCC Roger.
बहुत भारी संख्या में यहाँ लोग उपस्थित हुए हैं. आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र में.
Enthusiastic viewers from all across the country gathering at Satish Dhawan Space Center Launch View Gallery for witnessing this historic moment of Chandrayaan 3 launch.
stations. Copied.
The countdown for LVM-3 M4 Chandrayaan 3 mission has lasted for 25.5 hours. It was commenced on 1:30 p.m. yesterday.
While of operation of hydrogen tank.
During
scheduled at
countdown,
1 PLO.
the launch vehicle
Minus
stages
16
are
minutes.
serviced with propellants.
Vehicle Director to
Gas
ALS
bottles
console.
meant for stage
Vehicle
operations are
Director
charged,
authorizes
while the Earth
automatic
storable
launch sequence
propellant
for the
filling was
LVM-3
concluded
M4
more than
Chandrayaan 3
16
mission.
hours ago.
ALSC
The
Roger.
cryogenic propellants
SDA servers activated. MC confirms data from SHAR-1
अभी
and
अभी
SHAR-2.
कंफर्म किया गया है. व्हीकल डायरेक्टर श्री बीजूसी थॉमस ने ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू कर दिया है. अब यह लॉन्च व्हीकल LVM-3 M4 रॉकेट ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस के अंतर्गत है.
Automatic launch
इसका
sequence
मतलब
initiated
ऑनबोर्ड
for
कंप्यूटर
LVM-3 M4
पूरी
launch.
तरह स्वचालित हो चुका है.
ALS in auto mode.
We are very close to the launch. And the day of launch, wind biasing data is fed during the countdown to the onboard computers to enable most suitable steering of the launch vehicle through atmosphere. Up next, we will watch a curtain raiser video on this
Event
mission.
number 465, request CGSS to confirm supply of GN2 to Cryo.
Moon. This familiar object in the night sky has inspired the imagination of astronomers and ordinary people alike. From time immemorial, humans have marveled at the beauty of the moon, used it to count time and navigate the high seas. In modern times, Moon, the only natural satellite of the Earth, has acquired added importance due to the belief that Moon is the key to our understanding of the evolution of the solar system in general and Earth in particular.
14 minutes.
Besides, Moon's precious resources and low gravity have further endeared it to humans. India, a major spacefaring nation, has conducted a detailed exploration of the Moon through its Chandrayaan program. The country has sent 2 robotic spacecraft to orbit the Moon and to take a repeated look at its surface. Chandrayaan-1 demonstrated India's ability to reach the surface of the Moon at a place and time of its choice. And with it, India became the 4th country to reach the surface of the Moon in November 2008. Besides, Chandrayaan-1's conclusive discovery of water on the Moon in 2009 was praised as a path-breaking discovery. The follow-on mission, Chandrayaan-2, had an orbiter, a lander called Vikram, and a rover named Pragyan. In the past 4 years, the orbiter has repeatedly observed the lunar surface and even today is working satisfactorily. Now, 3,900 kilograms Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft is being sent to the Moon with the objective of making yet another focused attempt to slowly land on the lunar surface and to explore it with the help of a rover. Following the spacecraft launched by India's most capable rocket, LVM-3, the Chandrayaan-3 lander carrying a rover within it will be carried into an orbit around the Moon by the propulsion module. A little later, the lander will separate from that module and will attempt to make a soft landing in the south polar region of the Moon.
12 minutes.
This region is of intense interest as it has many permanently shadowed craters which could contain water ice and precious minerals. Chandrayaan-3 lander has 4 scientific instruments or payloads, of which one will study the moonquakes, while the other one studies as to how the surface of the Moon allows heat to flow through it. The third one will study the plasma environment near the Moon's surface. And the 4th instrument will enable scientists to measure the distance between the Earth and Moon very accurately. The 2 instruments on the rover help us study the composition of the Moon's surface using X-rays and laser respectively. While the lander and rover will be in direct contact with each other. The propulsion module circling the Moon will observe the light coming from Earth, the only planet which we know which is definitely teeming with life. This observation will help in understanding the nature of distant planets circling stars other than the Sun. As Chandrayaan-3 undergoes important tests and gears up for launch, thousands of ISRO scientists, including those who will launch it, control it, and receive the precious scientific information from it using giant dish antennas are readying themselves for the challenging tasks ahead. In the past, their dedication and skill have enabled India to earn praise from across the world and made it proud. Let us wish them well in this great endeavor called Chandrayaan 3.
10 minutes.
आपके सामने हैं इसरो के अध्यक्ष श्री एस सोमनाथ।